Good morning, people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's happening with you? What's happening? Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are streaming today. We are doing Inktober. All right, we all set. We're doing Inktober today. Today is October the 20th. And today's prompt will be, let's take a look at what today's prompt is. Let me bring that over. Today's prompt, the 20th of October, is sprout. So my list says that we're going to do group. We're going to draw group this morning. Welcome to Kirk's Pencils. I am Kirk's Pencils. And today for Inktober, we are on day 20 and day 39 of my 100-day streaming challenge for myself. If you're looking in the description above, you will see a PDF. A PDF that is a free download, high-res, 4-picture undersketch of Nightwing and Deathstroke. It is a free gift from myself to you. Feel free to do with it as you see, please. It's there for you to redraw, improve, make better. It's just a gift that I have decided to give those that follow me. And I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here to watch me draw group. Let me say good morning to a few people right quick. Good morning to all. That's coming across your screen pretty soon. Good morning to all. Also in the description above or beneath, you will see a gum roll, which is my sketchbook prints. And my sketchbook prints consist of about 9 different prints that are fully framed and are set up the way I would sell them when I go out to art and craft shows. Those are available for download for you. If you would like to have one of those for yourself, feel free to email me at allen4247@yahoo.com. Also attached to that is my blue pencil sketchbook. And in my blue pencil sketchbook, you will see me collabing with different artists all over the world and doing interviews with some of those artists as well. That sketchbook is available in my download as well also for you. Also, there's a third link, and that's, hey, come join my Patreon page. What is a Patreon? A Patreon is a person or an art enthusiast just such as yourself that enjoys art, and by joining my Patreon page, you'll be helping me go out and get supplies for kids and teach them how to draw at my local libraries here in Cleveland, Ohio. That's my goal. Also in this community, we could join up once a month and talk art, share art, talk about movies, and just hang out. You will see that there's different types of gifts available once you choose to support me on my Patreon page. And one of them is actually a free print that I will mail directly to your home. That's right, free. It's all yours. An 8.5 by 11 in a bordered frame. I'll pay for the shipping, and it'll be no cost to you. Now, if you live outside of the United States, we can discuss the shipping price and you still get the print for free. Well, we may split the shipping if you're outside the United States, because I'm not that rich. I still shop at McDonald's when I go out to eat. Alright, so this was my first practice of Groot. And I'm going to bring in my reference, because I've been practicing, and for Inktober, my plan this year is to do a lot of pre-sketches and do them live on stream so you can see. And then by the end of the month, I'm going to ink them all in a fast-paced video for you to see how they look completely inked. This year I've just decided to do it different because I want to give these sketches away to my grandkids so they can become artists. So I'm actually drawing this on an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and so with these sheets I'm giving them away to my grandkids so they could get inspired to become young artists. So that is my reference that you see on the screen. That is Groot, and we're going to be working on him today. Okay, so let me get a clean sheet of paper, and we're going to start this all over again. Let's get a clean sheet of paper, and it's going to be an 8.5 by 11. We're going to work on it for the 20th time of me trying to draw him. Okay, so now you get to see all my mess ups and all my cleanups as well. Okay, now I did do a little research on him, so let's look at that right quick. If you're familiar with the Guardians of the Galaxy, let's bring in some info on baby Groot. Now, I drew Groot once before, but I think it's about 3 or 4 years ago. So Groot is a fictional character appearing in the Marvel Comics created by Stan Lee and Larry Lieber and Jack Kirby. Okay, so he's been around for a while. His first appearance was in the Tales of Ashbosh, issue 13, back in 1960. So if he's still a baby now, man, somebody need to put some miracle growth in his soil. The character was re-endorsed as a heroic, noble being in 2006 and appeared in the crossover comic book storyline. Groot went on to star in a spin-off series, The Guardians of the Galaxy, joining the team of the same name. Groot has been featured in the variety of associated Marvel merchandise. Okay. Now I'm going down here where it says that in the Avengers Endgame 2019, not that one, a little bit further, Disney Plus short form shows I Am Groot, Fired Something, Voices Groot, and Disney California, whatever, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Vin Diesel will return to voice the character in Thor, Love and Thunder 2022 and the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in 2023. Oh, he's gonna be around for a minute. So this it's always good to get some history on your on the characters that you're drawing, so you can share it when you finish your piece and discuss it with people who purchase your art or who you want to sell your art to. So let's get to our drawing. Let's get to our drawing of Groot, baby Groot. Let me get my pencils. I am Kirk's pencils, so I should have some pencils on the table. I'm going to use an orange pencil, a black pencil, maybe a gray. But this is what we're going to do. Now I've taken the music away because some of my videos have been flagged for copyright music on the YouTube. So we're going to play it without music this morning. Okay. So let's get Baby Groot together. And it's about 7:28 here in Cleveland, Ohio. It's going to be a little light. It's going to be a little light at first. I'll darken it up as I go. But right now I want to get his face. His face in here. And from the way I was practicing it, if I don't get this part right, then I'm liable to mess up the drawing. But I have a gum eraser, and we can correct those mistakes easily. Okay, so that's not a pretty circle, but that's going to be his head. You know, he's wood, so I think the last time I made sure I put his ear, or what would be the placement of his ear, on this side. And then the bottom of where his eyes are going to be. It really don't have a nose, which is kind of odd. You see how it's just raised on his face? So this would be where his mouth is going to be. And then his big eyes. Pretty quiet in my house this morning. I am the only one here. This is the best time other than at night for me to get some drawing in. Look like I may need a little more light on this. Let me bring some light in here a little bit. Alright, I think that's good enough. Alright, let's raise this up some. Raise my paper up some. And let's see how we're going to attack Baby Groot. Now this is the messy part of my art. I get real messy here before I start fleshing out my characters. So I'm getting his head and the top of his so-called hairline together. Okay, so now we're going to work on his lower body. I'm going to work on that. I know the last time I used this eye as a guideline. So let me bring that down. I might have to zoom out for you guys so you can actually see what I'm doing. but I may have enough room. Now I'm not going to have his leg extending as far as that is. Okay, so what you see is, you see his body, like this, and his legs this way, and his arm here, this arm down here, and this as his head. That's what you see. That's what our reference looked like, okay? That little toy. That's basically what our reference looked like. Okay. But I'm thinking more like this. I'm thinking this, his body here, this being a foot, his hand, his other hand, and then this being a foot. That's what I'm thinking from that pose. This being a foot, this being his body. So that's how I did my practice drawing from this reference. That's how I switched it up, okay? So let's get back to that. That's how I switched it up. That's how I switched it up. So let's get this back into focus, and we're going to work on that foot that I placed here. And then his hand is gonna, his arm is gonna come down here, and his hand is gonna sit like right there. Okay. This is gonna be his foot. Then we're gonna have this arm coming out, this leg, so it should be something like this here. From just switching it up, making the drawing my own from that reference. Okay? So now you see how we're going to do our Groot, baby Groot. Going to be the ground, and then here we'll make the little side profile for him. Okay, all right, now it's time to get down to some drawing. Now it's time to get down to some drawing. Now it's time to get down. Let's clean some, let's lighten some of this up. Gonna lighten up some of my messy lines here. Okay. I think I'm gonna stick with the orange pencil and then darken it up with a 2BH pencil. I think that's what I'm gonna do this morning. I had to get some coffee, I'm sorry. And this break is sponsored by coffee. That cool, refreshing drink. Alright. So let's get into building Baby Groot. I'm going to use the gray pencil. Let's get into building Baby Groot. And, you know, since he's made of wood, I figured we got a lot of places we can go with creating him. So there's room, because his eye is a complete circle, but I'm not going to make his eye a complete circle. Why I'm not going to make his eye a complete circle? It's because it's my drawing. And I get to do that. Because it's my drawing. But this is going to represent his eyebrows. See, the character has, my model has a circle, but I'm gonna make them into little houses. And then for his ear, which we can't see in the reference, but I have him in a more 3/4 pose. I'm just gonna use something like this, carve it out. And then there's no nose there. I'm gonna make his mouth sort of like this. Okay. And we're gonna start working on his face, his facial features. I got his neck in there. So this needs to be a little straighter. And we can go up here and start building the top of his head. Okay. Start building the top of his head. One, and he has, it looked like in the picture, he looks at the top, but we're going to exaggerate that some. I think that'll work. This is Baby Groot. Make his hand a little bit smaller over here on this side. Got construction going on outside of my house here. They're tearing up the streets. Well, repaving and rebuilding the sidewalks, that is. Let me close my door. Just to reflect some of that sound. You might hear some of it, but just bear with me. Okay. Alright, so I think this will work. I'll clean it up more when I go to my HB pencil. Right now, this is just a gray cool erase pencil. Okay. So in fact, let's do that now. Let's get this all in so those that are watching can see how and we're just building his face up. Just building it up here. I haven't had no one, when this movie came out, no one really requested a picture of Groot, or baby Groot. You know? So let's get the top of him together before I go down to the bottom half of him. Okay, so we sort of get him together. Okay, this is day 20 of Inktober, and we're pre-sketching Baby Groot for Sprout. Sprout is the prompt. Sprout is the prompt. So we're doing Baby Groot. Get him in the shot here so you can see him. Day 20 is Sprout, so we're going to do Baby Groot. So we have 11 days left in this month. So that means 11 more drawings. Okay. So I have completed 20 sketches, pre-sketches so far for each day. And you can watch these videos in this thread to catch up on those drawings that I've completed. Okay. So let's get back to getting Groot into this 11 by 17 piece of paper. And this is a practice sketch. This is not the actual sketch that's going in my Inktober, but it's just a practice sketch for me to consider all of the anatomy of Groot. Baby Groot, that is. So now we're working on the lower half of Mr. Baby Groot. I am Groot. Now we're working on the lower half of Baby Groot. And I'm not turning this drawing because I have so much on the other side. Alright, now let's work on the feet. So I'm not going to show that leg like my reference show. I'm going to bring his foot a little closer to the camera. And it's really going to be the bottom of it. So I think I'm going to do something like that. Yeah. There we go. this practice sketch is showing up a whole lot better than my previous ones. Sometimes when you draw a character over and over and over, it gets better and better and better. Making his foot look a little funky. Okay. So I think I'm gonna turn this over a little bit more and do that. How about that? Yeah, that looks better. Then for his hand down here, remember he's all wood, so things are going to be jagged. I'm not sure how young he is. You know? So let's do that. Okay, so now his body. Okay, this leg is going to come out. That's going to go that way. Right. Okay, now his body, his chest. Do something like that. Scratch it up a little bit. Okay, now this arm coming in, we're gonna make a little funny elbow. That's looking pretty good. Just taking a coffee break. What is going on with my screen? There we go, I'm back. So now let's get this foot in here. I'm gonna have And you see I'm making this up as I go. That's Baby Groot, people. That's Baby Groot. That's my baby Groot. I am Groot. Okay, I think that's it, people. We have finished our drawing of Baby Groot. We have finished our drawing of Baby Groot for Inktober Day 20. Like I said, at the end of the month, I will do a complete fast track video of all 31 drawings completely inked and a picture for you to see at the end of the month. Just stay with me on this journey as I sketch all my practice drawings for Inktober, and I will do probably a 12-hour stream. Let's see, I'll work this in. I'll probably do a 12-hour stream on the 30th and do prompt, draw, pre-sketch. I think on that month I will do, let's get this out of here so we can take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. So for 20 days, you have seen a video of all my practice sketches of all 20 of the first prompts of Inktober. So on day 30th, I will draw the prompt for the 30th and the prompt for the 31st. Then continue throughout that day to ink those drawings and take snippets of those videos and do a fast track video prompt for Instagram for all of those who follow me to see my Inktober completion on the 31st. So this was day 20th, which was Sprout, and we did Baby Groot as our reference. We use Baby Groot as our reference, that toy. And I am complete. I'm satisfied with this drawing, and I'm going to use this to go in my Inktober book. So let me write on here that this was number, let's move this over so you can see. This was number 20. Inktober. The prompt was Sprout. I think Kevin Mitchell gave me this idea to do Groot for my 20th drawing. So thank you for viewing. Thank you for stopping in and viewing. Remember or consider supporting my art at www.patreon.com/Kirk Allen and become and get a private look into my exclusively secretive sketchbook. I don't share that with everyone, but there's a lot of under sketches in there. So thank you for viewing. There's a free PDF download for you in the link above and beneath. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Tomorrow we will do 21. And I'm going to call it a day. Peace out.